Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Carolyn and her clothes. So I've been kind of dreading doing this video, and I actually had to write notes about some talking points in this video, but I kind of felt it had to be addressed. I know it's kind of an interesting title to my video, and I will explain in a bit about where I got the idea for this title. First place, who am I? My name is Carolyn. I have a full-time job. I'm a mother of a college student. I started this channel in 2020. Kayla from Kayla's Closet was the one that actually encouraged me. I was stuck at home during the pandemic. I love clothes. I love styling boxes. I love getting things in the mail and seeing and trying stuff on. And she encouraged me, why don't you try and start one? So I said, okay, why the heck not? The money aspect of it, I thought, it's not going to cost me really any investment to it. And if I make a little money on the side for it, that helps fund my little shopping habit, great. However, it was never an inspiration to quit my full-time job. I knew this would never cover my full-time job. I have a full-time job, and that is my job and what I do. This is more of a hobby for me on the side, that other than to fund my regular shopping habit. It doesn't really cost me anything extra. So I want to point out that this is not my business, all right? Second, you're going to say, well, where did you get the idea to do a video like this? Now, recently, it was actually Erin Busbee inspired me to do this video. I'll put her channel below as well, too. This is her full-time job, is being a stylist and doing YouTube and being an influencer. And she recently published a video and how her channel, towards the end of the video, she just said it. So if you didn't watch all the way through, you might not have seen it. But her channel is no longer growing. And one of the reasons why she feels it's no longer growing is that she wanted to stop the negativity on YouTube. And I've noticed it myself as well. It's part of the algorithm with YouTube is that they will promote videos that have a lot of drama to them. Don't wear this. Stop doing that. How to do this. Don't do that, And it's typically negativity. And the videos end up making people that watch them feel bad about their styling and choices. And you guys know me, I love clothes, I love fashion, and I love trends, but that doesn't necessarily mean I give up things that I love from 10 years ago. If I loved it then and I still love it now, I'm gonna wear it, whether it's in fashion or not. And I don't think it's my job to tell you what to wear. And if I ever make anyone feel bad about their fashion choices, please call me out, because that was never my intention to do something like this. So you'll see in a minute why I'm headed this way. I did this channel because I do have a love of fashion. I wanted to share my ideas with you, what I got with you, and, hopefully maybe forge some friendships over the way. And I have done that. The other reason I chose the title of this video is that she recently did also a video on her African safari, Erin Busbee, and she looked fabulous and she had fabulous outfits, and I will not in this video, just let you know. And then lastly, why are you telling me this, right? Why am I going down this rabbit hole right here? I recently received a comment on one of my Outfit of the Week videos, and I had to address this one, all right? The commenter said, you seriously need to put on some makeup or something to improve your appearance while doing videos. Not to be mean, okay? But you look very tired in your videos. Well, first place, based on this comment, I don't know what else you were trying to accomplish other than to be mean and hurt my feelings. Now, as I said, I am not going to call you out for your styling or fashion choices. I would hope you would have the same courtesy and don't do the same for me, all right? If you can't say anything nice, please don't say anything at all. We all have our own ideas and styles and choices. And there is a reason why I don't wear makeup. I have very sensitive skin, and actually I was recently diagnosed with rosacea. I have no idea if that's because my skin is sensitive or not, but I do not like putting anything on my face. It irritates my skin. And as far as looking tired, well, guess what? I get up at 4:15, 5 days a week. And yes, I'm tired, all right? I have a full-time job. I work out like a lunatic at the gym, and I do these videos as a joy to me. And when I get a comment like that, it really doesn't bring me joy. So that's why I wanted to have this intro and have this discussion. I've been kind of dreading it. And I wasn't going to show you my outfits anyway on vacation because they're quite frumpy, all right? And I'll get to that in a minute too as to why. So I'm going to start putting up my video pictures here. I'm sorry, I had no videos of me when I was on vacation. I had my daughter snap a picture of me each day. So the first day that I have is our travel day. We went from New Jersey, central New Jersey, up to Stowe, Vermont, which is approximately a 6.5 hour drive. So in the car, on the way, and that day, I wore an Ever Eve sweatshirt and my Ever Eve straight jeans and my Dolce Vita sneakers, okay? What were we doing that day? Besides driving, we walked around the downtown of Stowe, Vermont when we got there. We had lunch at a local brewery. And then when we got back in, we checked into the hotel. And after checking into the hotel, we took a walk. We were on the Von Trapp property, and they have their own beer hall. We took a walk down there, which is down a nature path. My husband had a beer there, and then we hiked on our way back up, which was primarily uphill. Now, the one thing I did want to point out in this video is that I was wearing these Dolce Vita sneakers. And when I got them, I was a little hesitant about them because there were no ties on them. They're just kind of like a knotted at the end. Let me tell you, I wore those Dolce Vita sneakers throughout this trip. They're pretty beat up looking now already. They're okay. They're not like totally trashed. But I can't say enough nice things about these sneakers. They were so comfortable, and they're a fashion sneaker. And I wasn't expecting them to be that comfortable, but they really worked out well. Okay, so that was day one, all right? And as you can see, a sweatshirt and jeans is not really stylish, but that's what we did, and I thought it was appropriate for the trip. And I am giving you permission that you don't always have to dress in the most trendy and fashionable items. Being frumpy is okay sometimes. Day two, all right? Day two, I'm wearing my Faherty sweater with White House black market jeans, and again, those Dolce Vita sneakers. What were we doing today? All right, that Faherty sweater I love. It's a thick, chunky cotton sweater. You can't see, but underneath it, I had a beige long sleeve t-shirt from Target for extra warmth. We did a tour of the Von Trapp family. They have like a tour there on site. From there, we went down to Ben & Jerry's and did an ice cream tour. But before that, we went to the Cabot cheese shop, tasted some cheese, and my husband went into a liquor store and sampled some liquor and bought some liquor. The Ben & Jerry tour is cool, and after that tour, we had Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Actually, before that, we also had lunch at the Von Trapp beer hall. And then at night, we did the beer hall factory tour, which was the highlight of my husband's trip. Okay, day three, okay? And again, pictures posted up here. Day three, I wore a different Faherty sweater, and you're gonna say, well, what's the deal with that sweater? I see lines here underneath. I had to wear 2 long sleeve t-shirts underneath, all right? I knew I was gonna have to layer in this trip, but this was crazy. So I wore a black long sleeve t-shirt, a beige long sleeve t-shirt, and that sweater, which is mostly cotton and some cashmere to it, okay? I also wore it with my level 99 camo joggers, and again, those Dolce Vita sneakers. Now, in the beginning of the day, I wasn't wearing those Dolce Vita sneakers. I was wearing my white Gola sneakers. And you're gonna say, well, why did you change your shoes? Well, this was our last day in Stowe, Vermont, and my daughter is a huge animal lover, and we did a tour on the Von Trapp property called Meet the Cows. Well, it wasn't just like, oh, here are the cute little cows. It was put on your rain jacket, which fortunately I did bring a rain jacket, and it was very frumpy. It's a black zip up, I think it's Charter Club or one of those from Macy's, but it's waterproof, has a hood. We went out in a field that had knee-high grass. It was pouring rain. We weren't allowed umbrellas because it frightens the cows. And you had to dodge poop manure throughout the soaking wet field. So I was wearing my Gola sneakers through that. They got soaked, including my socks and in my pants up to my knees, because again, the field was covered in grass. And we stood in the field and we learned about the cows, and it wasn't really, oh, this is their name, that's their name. It was more about, unfortunately, making hamburger. But it was very interesting to hear and how they treat their cows and how they believe that they should be treated with kindness, and that, you know, basically you should probably only buy local for your meats because they treat them with kindness. They grass feed them only, and that causes less stress for them, and thus the meat will be better. All right, so that was day 3, and then from there we headed over to Montreal, but the way our ways took us was through treacherous mountains. It was raining. It was not a pleasant drive. And we get stuck in traffic in Montreal, and then we finally get to our hotel. Day 4, we're in Montreal, and I'm wearing my blue and gray striped sweater, and I believe I'm still wearing a t-shirt underneath because I was cold, or I was wearing my loft green tank underneath, and I'm wearing my mother jeans and my Dolce Vita sneakers. And again, I'm wearing my Dolce Vita sneakers versus my white Gola because they're still wet and drying from Meet the Cows. Now, let me explain to you why some of the choices that I wore. First place, because we do a lot of walking on vacation, we do a lot of tours, a lot of walking. We cover well over 10,000 steps a day when we go away on vacation. So first I know I need sneakers, and then I know I need pants that are short enough that they're not going to drag on the floor. So right there, when I'm wearing sneakers and regular length pants, when I don't have that height, that instantly I feel makes me look frumpy. And then because it's cold, I need to wear these big, thick sweaters. That adds bulk to me. That makes me look frumpier. But I needed to be practical, all right? I want to enjoy my vacation and not be miserable and cold and wet. And I was not. I was kept warm. I was kept dry. The weather was between like upper 40s some days. That was the coldest day. It was the upper 40s. And it got to be 60 at the end of our trip. But the beginning of the trip, it was throughout the 50s and low 60s. Day 5, I'm wearing another loft sweater. That's that periwinkle with the eyelet. That's when it warmed up. My Vigos jeans and my Gola sneakers, which finally dried. We went all around Montreal. I did a little shopping, didn't buy anything, but they have like lots of little stores, especially in Old Town. We went to, I forget what it's called, but it's like a horticultural area, walked all around that. We went to the Biodome. We went to like a farmer's market. Like we do everything. We tour the whole area when we go to city tours. And day 6, which was our return trip, and it's not pictured, I wore an Ever Ease short sleeve sweatshirt, that same Vigos jeans from the previous day, and my Gola sneakers for the 6-hour trek on the way home. And that is what I wore on vacation. I'm sorry this was a lengthy video for you, and I wanted you to understand where I was coming from. Please be kind, and just please be aware that I'm just doing this more for a hobby. I am not making a killing on this, and I'm doing this to show you the items that I got and things that bring joy to my life, and I don't really appreciate mean comments. All right. Thank you again for sticking around for me. Thank you for returning subscribers. I appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? If you are interested in clothes, have a love for clothes, and want to see what I got, subscribe, click that notification bell, get notified of future videos from me, give me a thumbs up, and take care until next time.